Welcome, welcome. So, can one of you kindly explain to me and explain to the audience what exactly is cosplay and what influences the kind of cosplay culture? Absolutely. You could explain to the audience what cosplay is, for those who don't know.
Okay, cosplay is basically a hobby that started up in Japan, and it's basically about sort of dressing up in costumes. These costumes come from, traditionally it was anime and manga, but recently it's spread out to be also from movies, films, cartoons, anything of that sort of visual nature, whereby people try and emulate these characters and try and bring them to life by making their costumes look as much like what they see on the film or in the cartoons as possible. And so basically you're judged on how well you can embody the character, not just in, but also in how the character would act. So if it's someone from a video game who swings their swords, you have to be doing something like that. Basically just showing how much you are in the spirit of the character.
Indeed, very good answer indeed. And what inspired your current costumes that you're wearing now?
Well, I'm actually in the lead today, because I've just been doing the fashion show. I think Ruth is doing Japanese maid.
Well, I am a maid, so that's the reason I've got my wig.
Kawaii.
Yes, this is my uniform. But yeah, I do cosplay as well, so I've been doing it for about 6 years now. I actually met Marianne at an event, didn't we? It was quite fun.
And what's the favourite costumes you've cosplayed as before?
Probably Splicer from Bioshock. I got to...
There's some love in the crowd for that.
Yeah. Basically, because I got to have all the full prosthetics and stuff, and I got to scare the living daylights out of a lot of people. So
who doesn't love that?
What about you?
What about you?
I've been cosplaying since the age of 17. 9 years. And I started cosplaying in Singapore, where I used to live, which is a slightly different community. I basically cosplay a lot of Disney characters, film characters like Arwen, even stuff from The Lord of the Rings, Princess Tamina from The Prince of Persia, characters like that. Won an award for my Esmeralda Disney cosplay. So usually just he-made princess characters.
Sounds good to me, I like my princesses. So, if you could give any advice to the audience in the crowd, what would you give them? Go ahead.
Hi everyone. I'm not in cosplay, but I am ready for a psychic Anna tonight. I've been going to anime conventions since 1994-ish, and I've cosplayed as Dark Freya, from Hobbits. Everybody knows Hobbits. So my experience in cosplay is kind of observing everybody else's amazing costumes and occasionally dabbling in it myself.
Sorry to interrupt. If you could offer any advice to other people who wish to start cosplaying, what would you give them?
Just do it. It doesn't matter about your skills or whether anybody else knows about the character. Your passion will shine through. I think like a lot of things in the anime and manga and comics community, you just have to just start doing it. It doesn't matter about, like I said, skill set. And getting involved in communities on the internet and making friends that way, I think that's a really good place to start. Any other advice?
I would say, actually, if you do characters you like, I think enjoy it more, because I think my more favourite cosplays are the ones I actually really like the characters, so then I get really into it. And then a lot of people are like, oh wow, there's like, I've never met someone who's like that much in character, or obsessed. I would say, well, just do it, yeah?
Pretty much, exactly the same. Just do it, have a good laugh. And it doesn't need to cost the world. You can get things from charity shops. The point is just get out there, dress up, be individual, have fun. Yeah.
Ooh, sounds good. And finally, if you could recommend a costume for me, what would you say? Jackie Chapman. Astro Boy.
You can do the main character of any of those harem series, because they all have like, like an Asian guy with black hair. just end up getting beaten up the rest of the day.
We're a mad bunch.
And this mad bunch is our lovely judges. Give it a hand of applause for our judges. If you'd like to take your seat down there.